Alright, so the title of the vid today is going to be It's Not Over. And basically, I wanted to talk about the subject of forgiveness, but a aspect of forgiveness that I feel like isn't touched on as much because, forgiveness is a pretty big common theme in Christianity and, in a lot of teachings, but most of the time they're trying to teach you about forgiving others. And while that is important, I wanted to talk about forgiving yourself, which honestly I think in a lot of ways can be a lot more difficult and possibly even more important. Um, the latter, because if you can't if you can't forgive yourself, how can you be expected to forgive others? They kind of go hand in hand. But I just wanted to talk about that. And I see a lot of people, you know, online or in life who, they feel like they don't deserve to be forgiven, they're they've screwed up too badly, and that there's no way for them to come back from it. And it they're obviously under a lot of self-condemnation, and I know what that feeling is like because I've felt that way myself at certain points in my life where I've done things or said things to people I care about, and bad things, and I regretted it afterwards, and I really, you know, hated and despised myself for what I did. But I eventually did learn to, move on from that and learn to forgive myself. And, when you start thinking of yourself as being unworthy of forgiveness, you start to doubt whether or not, God still cares about you, whether or not He's given up on you. And I just wanted to say that that is not possible. God will not give up on you, no matter what you do. You know, that He is the antithesis to that very idea of, giving up. God is hope incarnate. He will never give up on you. He's always going to be rooting for you to make a comeback and to turn it around. You know, you need to come to the understanding that you're going to make mistakes. No matter what you do, no matter how prepared you are ahead of time, you're going to do things you're going to regret, and again and again and again in your life. There's nothing you can do to avoid it. The important thing is that you pick yourself back up and that you don't let it hold you down. You know, you gotta learn to forgive yourself for those mistakes. You gotta learn to move on, you know, with your life. And I just want you to know that you're not too far gone. You didn't screw up things too badly to where you can't overcome it or come back from it. You can always come back from it. Always. There's always the choice, and there's always that option to keep trying. You know, just please, you know, it's hard, it's not easy. I know it's easy to say stuff like this, and it's a whole nother thing to live it. I know, trust me, I know, but it's a very important thing to keep to in life, I think. And I just, I don't, I don't really know why, I started thinking about this. I was just in the middle of working, and it just popped into my mind, and I figured I'd talk about it. Um, there is a very cool scene in Spider-Man 3, one of my favorite movies, and you know, basically, Peter's beating himself up over you know, hurting MJ, and he feels like he's undeserving of, being forgiven. He doesn't think he can come back from it. And the thing that Aunt May tells him is very inspiring, and it's very true, is that the first step is you have to learn to forgive yourself for your mistakes. And so I think I'm gonna put that little clip at the end of this video, just so you can watch it. It's a very cool little speech, super underrated. And I think more people should see it. But yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted you to know that it's not over. If you're ever doubting yourself, or you ever feel like God's given up on you, I want you to stop and take a breath in and breathe out. There's your proof right there that God hasn't given up on you. Every breath you take, you're able to take because God wills it to be so. You could do nothing without God. The very fact that you're able to exist and that you continue to exist is because God allows it to be so and to happen. If God had given up on you, you'd drop dead right where you are right now. You'd be gone. You'd just be poof. You'd be gone. So if you're still breathing, He's still believing in you. Just remember that. And remember to keep trying, and it's not over. It's not over for you. You still have more to do, and just keep going and get out there and, you know, live a good life. Alright, I'm gonna get off. I'm very tired right now. I'm doing this after work. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back with something else later. Peace out.